Hey there, Dr. Fai Cheng here with a quick video on shiny objects, or how to overcome any addiction to buying, W's or O's, courses, whatever, that kind of thing. So in case you don't know me, my name is Dr. Fai Cheng, and a couple of years ago I released a course called Bare Knuckle Productivity, which was a productivity course. And it had a great success, one of my best sellers ever. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to release it for free. How about that? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a couple of things here in this video, specifically to do with the the whole, why are we addicted to buying stuff and feel bad about it a few minutes after buying this thing and then buy the next thing. And then I'll make everything available to you over the next couple of days, if there's enough interest. Alrighty, so let's dive in. Magic bullet, shiny object, whatever these things are called. The first thing, maybe I should pre-frame this, alrighty? You may have heard from all the gurus out there that you clearly don't have it, you don't have the motivation, you don't have the staying power, you don't have the desire to make it. And that is complete and utter BS. And the first time I heard it was from Dan Kennedy. It's like even the big guys are saying this, I'm Dan Kennedy, I made it, but you clearly don't have it. And that is complete. It's a lack of understanding of how the brain works already. The whole magic bullet thing, there's something going on in your brain which unfortunately basically sabotages you. It's not self-sabotage. You're not going out. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that you are motivated to make money online and that you have the desire to make money online. And although people say you've got this underlying thing, you've got beliefs, etc., etc., yes and no, you have some beliefs, but it's not self-sabotage. And the reason I'm bringing out this video here and then my bare knuckle productivity right now is, we're coming up to the end of this year or beginning of 2013, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to sell you courses on how to get productive. Wake up productive, yay! I actually bought that course, as part of my research, and although it is nice in terms of giving you good tools, no doubt about it, it doesn't address the underlying issue. So that's what we're going to do right now. Shiny, magic bullet, whatever you want to call these things, how do they happen? The first thing that happens is basically your focus, unfortunately, is quite wrong. Basically, when you started with this whole online thing, whenever it started, I remember for me it started, 6 years ago or so, went out and bought a couple of courses. Well, I read online, wow, you can make money online, that sounds very cool. And tell my boss to bugger off and I'll make money online from home, very cool. And they all keep telling you, well, you can make money online, you can make money online, you can make money online. And what happens there is your brain is focused on making money online. And that is where the big problem is. If you think about, for example, buying a car. Last time you bought a car, already, you're looking for a Mercedes-Benz and a particular model. And you walk around and suddenly you see that particular Mercedes-Benz all over the place. I remember, I've got 4 kids, so we needed a bigger car, and we bought a minivan, a Volkswagen T4, and they didn't really exist beforehand. I mean, you see one, but it doesn't appear on your radar until you start looking for them. Suddenly you see them everywhere. Same was when my wife was first pregnant. Suddenly there are pregnant women everywhere. Where had they come from? Because they didn't exist beforehand. Finally, our firstborn was out, in the pram. Suddenly, there are women with prams blocking the roads. I mean, they're literally suddenly blocking the road, and they weren't beforehand. What happened? Where did they come from? It's all got to do with a particular part of your brain that is filtering in and out information. Alrighty, anything that's irrelevant to you gets filtered out. Anything that's relevant to you gets filtered in. So if your mind is on making money online, anything that has to do with making money online gets filtered in. And that is the first part of the equation of this why people get so almost addicted to buying these little courses, to buying, magic bullets. Because their brain is telling them, this is about making money online, therefore it must be good, it must be interesting, go and buy this thing. Alrighty? What's the way around it? I'll give you the nutshell version. In the whole free training you're going to get, I'm going to go a little bit deeper how to do this in practice, but in the nutshell version of how to overcome this is basically you need a plan. You need a specific plan where you know exactly what to do at the next step. If you look at, for example, I think it's David Allen, isn't it? Getting Things Done. I mean, you can condense that whole book, the like 300 or something pages, into the one sentence if only you knew specifically exactly what to do at the next step. Right? So you hit an obstacle, doesn't that sound familiar? You hit an obstacle, and if you know exactly what to do next, it wouldn't be an obstacle. You'd work your way around it, you work your way over it, you work your way through it, boom, done. Unfortunately, we don't know usually what the next thing is. So what you need to do, and I'll show you this, is you need to come up with a specific plan that works for you. And there's a whole psychology why it needs to be a plan that works for you, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's part one. The second part then is, it has got to do with something that's cognitive dissonance. The concept behind this, or the question behind this, is why, when you know that all these little courses you're buying online don't actually work for you. They may work for some other guy, and once again, I'm going to put together a big presentation where I'll show you exactly why a lot of courses work for other people and not for you. All right, there are two good reasons behind that. But you know that these courses are not working for you, yet you're buying yet another one. What the heck? I mean, why do I get so excited? Yes, there's that whole you're frustrated with progress, so you're buying one and you feel good for a little while, but that's not really it. The question is, when you already know deep down it's not going to work for you, why are you doing it? It's all got to do with this concept called cognitive dissonance. I encourage you to go to Wikipedia, look it up, cognitive dissonance. I'll probably put the link down below this video. Again, in a nutshell, what's happening is there are two ideas in your head, and there could be intellectual ideas, there could be emotions, there could be some primal fear type thing, and they're usually opposites of each other. One thing says buying at another course is bullshit because they don't work, and the other one was I really want to make some money online. So maybe this is going to work because when I look at all the social proof there and all these fake screenshots of PayPal accounts, surely this one's going to work. Surely this time is going to be different. Alrighty, sound familiar? And that basically what's happening is your brain goes, there are two different ideas here and I can't have them both in my head at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of change my belief around one of them. And one could be, I doubt what I see here, as in, you hear all these guys who are talking about making lots of money online, there's the social proof, there's the screenshots, I could doubt that and say it's complete bullshit. Or I could change my belief that, well, actually it's bullshit. And if you look at that thing on Wikipedia, there's plenty of evidence that this happens in real life. I think the one example they give quite beautifully is people who believe the world is going to end on the 21st of December, a few days ago. And what happened? It didn't end. And now they're going out, well, okay, it didn't end. That's a clear sign that we have to go out and promote or spread the message about the aliens that are going to come even more. They give us some more time to spread the word. Exactly the same thing is happening in your brain. Okay, the brain is kind of compensating for this conflict and chucking out one idea. And to give you examples for when you're buying a course, one could be to say, well, it's only a $7 course, so it's okay. Even if it doesn't work, it's okay, I can buy it. On Wikipedia, look out for that one example where they get people to do a really boring task and then go out and persuade other people that it is a really interesting task. And it's totally counterintuitive, you're going to like that. By the way, cognitive dissonance is also responsible for why so many people are selling absolute shit on the Warrior forum. Alrighty, the whole WSO section, have a look at it now. Go into, put your wallet away, put your credit card away. Go and look into the WSO section. It's full of snake oil. It's full of, look at me, free, 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 free. Alright? The Warrior special offer section has, I wouldn't call it evolved, it's like devolved. Whatever the word, the anti-evolution is, okay? It started off when I started in the Warrior forum a few years ago. It was actually pretty good stuff in there. And now it's just a screech and hype and pitch fest just to get people on the list. And quality is at most questionable for most WSOs you're seeing in there. And that is all got to do with the question is, why do people do this? Once again, the same principle applies there. People justify away the fact that they're selling shit, excuse my language, but there's no other way of saying this, by doing some kind of cognitive dissonance thing in their head. So, summary of all of this here, and I want to wrap up now. Your lack of progress has nothing to do with lack of willpower, has nothing to do with like not being motivated, not having the desire. That's all total and utter BS. It's one aspect of this is, you know, this being obsessed almost with shiny objects or magic bullets or whatever you want to call them, and that has to do with a specific process, like I explained. It's this part of your brain that filters in specific information, and if it filters in, hey, I want to make money online, anything that says I want to make money online seems appealing, and therefore you're going to go and check it out, even if you subconsciously or when you already know it's actually rubbish. And unfortunately, your brain has this concept that goes, I know subconsciously it's rubbish, but I'm going to remove that belief that it's rubbish because I can't hold two opposing beliefs in my head at the same time. So there are reasons why this is happening. Of course, that doesn't help you much unless you can overcome this stupid principle. Well, awareness is the first good step. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put everything I know, everything, the whole bare knuckle productivity, everything you want, I'll put it on a page if there's enough demand. So if you want more, leave a comment down below and let me know if you want this. And if enough people say, yay, I want it, I'll stick it all together. Alright, speak to you soon. Bye.